Hi everybody, Patty and Debbie from Print and Pixel Studio, and we did a video, I don't know, a couple weeks ago I guess, on these cute little page tabs that Debbie came up with. The idea, I'll show you here, it's kind of awkward because I have to stand up to do this process, so forgive us for, having a hard time with the camera here, but she made these little tabs that you can cut on the Cizzix, and we also showed you on the video how to cut them if you don't have a Cizzix. We'll link that video below this video so you can refer back to it. This particular video is for a couple of viewers that had questions about how to cut these on a Cizzix, and we didn't show that in our last video. We showed how to do it with an X-Acto knife. So refer back to that one, and you'll get a lot more information on how actually these were made. And they're super cute because you can pop them over the top of a page or the side of a page, and you can use them as a tuck spot, or just decoration, or basically a page tab. You can also turn them over backwards and you get like a little frame. If I can do this one-handed here. Yeah, like a little frame. But they're really cute. But like I say, if you want all the details to it, if you haven't seen it, please refer back to our first video because it's very informative on how to make these. But anyway, we wanted to do one here, just a prototype of one, to show the viewers that were wondering how you exactly cut that on a Cizzix. So basically what you do is you take your base plate and this little, I don't know all the details on what they call it, but the little plastic shim plate that comes with it, and then a clear plate, and then pick out your style, or your dies, what Cizzix dies you want to use, and you take the largest one first and cut it out just like you would normally. Oops, and like I say, sorry for the photography here, but standing up, it makes it kind of weird. Okay, so now you've got your oval, your main oval shape here that you're going to work with now. So then you take your next die, the smaller one, and you put it, however you want to put it on here. Centered probably works pretty good, don't you think, Debbie? Mm-hmm. Just centered? Okay, and take your, we don't have a lot of room to do this. Okay, so take your die, looking in the camera to see if you can see me. Take your die and center it in the middle of your other piece. And then what works for us is take a little bit of this. Come on, come on. Here it is. Take a little bit of washi tape and tape it down. First of all, tape it just to your larger background piece on both sides. That way it pretty much stays where it's supposed to be and you don't have to worry about it wiggling around. Okay, now comes the part where you decide how far you want to cut up onto the top. So in other words, how much do you want to leave up here at the top where this doesn't open all the way? And that's strictly up to you and however you're going to design yours. You can see one here with the square. Okay, so what we're going to do is, sorry if my hands are in the way, we're going to place this so that you have just, it hangs over the edge. And I'm going to show it to you closer up in just a second, as soon as I get it taped down here. Okay. So you want the top of it, whatever height you want that top to be, you want that to hang over the edge of the plate. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. Hang over the edge of the plate. So now what you're going to do is when you run it through the Cizzix, you're going to only run it through to the edge of the plate. You're not going to bring, and you won't be able to anyway because you're going to be off, the plate won't be there. But you're only going to cut up to here, and this will be left uncut. I'll show you what we're talking about here. Okay. And if all goes well, this will work. So put your plate in from the bottom. Have your piece that you want to cut up facing you, towards you. Okay, and then just crank on down, making sure that everybody's lined up. Make sure your plates are all lined up. Okay, and then you're going to come through here, and you're only going to come to the edge of that plate. That's it. Come back, and I usually do it twice, and just come to the edge of that plate. That's it. All right. And if all goes well, we should have it. Okay, pick him up off, take the tape off. Okay, and there you go. Now I could have brought him up higher. That's weird that it came off so low. But anyway, that's the way that it works. The first one I did came out fine. It came up a little bit higher, as you can see here. And that's what you want. I don't know why. I guess I didn't place my tape at the right angle. But anyway, that's how it works. You have to experiment with your Cizzix and do a couple just on cardstock till you get it how you want it. But this is the one I just tried before I did this one. And this is how you want it to come out. You want it to come up a little bit higher than I did this one. I still don't understand why that didn't come out that way because I taped it pretty much the same. But for some reason it didn't cut that high. But experiment with yours. Another thing you can do is you can mark on your plates with a black marking pen how far you want to come. Well, actually, you don't need to. Well, yeah, you could. You could put it down on here and bring his little end out as far as you want him to go, and then put a little piece of tape or something down here so that you know that you want to keep him in line there, and then tape all around him so he stays in place. Mine might have wiggled for some reason. I don't know why, but this is what you want, and that's how you get it. So I would suggest just taking a couple pieces of cardstock and experimenting on the shape that you have and how high you want it. But just keep in mind that you want to have the part that you don't want cut, hanging over the edge of the plate. As you can see here, that's about right here where I stopped cutting, and that's how you want it. So just remember that. Just tape here and here, and go ahead and run your cutter all the way. You know what? I think what I should have done was not taped him so high. I should have, I don't know why he didn't cut up that high, do you? I don't know. But anyway, like I say, you're going to have to experiment with your print, with your Cizzix. But I think what I did was I brought him up too far. So I should have left him down lower so that this got a better cut like this one did. I hope that explains it. I don't know. But like I say, that's how we did it. And yes, that's what I should have done. I should have not left this up quite so high. I should have left him down a little bit. Let's see, where is this guy? So that he cut almost to the top. But anyway, like I say, try a couple of them on cardstock till you get the feel of it and how high you want it to come, and then you can adjust it, accordingly to get the look that you want. But that's how you do it. You leave the end that you want to leave uncut. You hang over the edge, and I just brought that one on the other one a little too high, and then you can have the part, I don't know how to describe it, how to have it like this. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, like I say, you're just going to have to experiment with it, but that's how you get it to work. So, good luck. And I hope you have fun with it, because it is kind of fun to do. And I think, they all turned out great. Each one is a little different that Deb did, but they all worked. So it's worth a shot to give it a try. And once you get the hang of it, you can whip through them and make a whole bunch of them. But okay, talk to you next time.